out of the teeth. So don't lay other stuff. So when you're done with the saw, please put it back. You're welcome to use it, but show some respect for it, please. Okay, so now, if I try to saw straight across here, I am not going to be going perfectly straight. I could try, but chances are I won't go straight. So what I do is I will start, and I'll make a starter cut here, at this end, see this? And I'll make another cut at the other end here. And this also techniques works real good if you're going to just have to cut a little piece off. I'll show you that in a second. So now I'm going to cut this guy, and make a cut up here. So I make two little troughs there, and what that serves as is that serves as my guide now. See that my saw now, automatically, I don't have to look at it, it's going to follow the path of least resistance and cut right through there. So you can use this saw, you can use the dovetail saw here. I mean, they're all sharp, they all work good. This one here has both crosscut and rip teeth on it. See that? Crosscut, rip teeth. And this is a pull saw right here. So this is real aggressive. See, if I do this side, it cuts nice, but it takes me a real long time. See, I'm ripping through the grain. I'm not cutting across it. I'm cutting, see, with the grain. It's a little different. Okay, so now take that all the way down until I just touch my shoulder right here. And then what I did was I go over to my table saw and I tilt the blade 3 degrees and I just take a scrap piece of wood and I put this on the outboard side of the, see, it can't go between the blade and the fence. It's out here. So I make a cut and I move the fence over an 1/8 inch and flip the board over. You see what it did? I made a wedge. Okay? So the wedge right there now is, I don't have a pencil on me, but I can do this without it. Oh, okay. That was kind of comical, wasn't it? Okay, so I put a line on there, and here, don't go sawing on my bench. You have scrap pieces of wood. Rob, show everybody right now where these are. Right here next to me on the bench. One of these guys and clamp your workbench. And the clamps are over underneath that clamp rack. You can get any style clamp, but you got to make a buff like this. Okay. So now when I put this on top here, and I saw this wedge off, the right length. Okay. Now that wedge. There's no glue in this joint now, because you don't want to, if you make it too small, you want to be able to remove it, and this is not a good idea. Maybe a hammer, okay, or even a block of wood would work, but hammer is good. So I'm going to tap this in till I can get it fitting just right. So I'll put it in a little bit, and I'm going to test it. Okay, that's still too loose. So a little bit more. So there, I'm good shape there now. I'm going to make it just a little more snug. Then I can knock the shoulders down. That's good right there. Now, I look at the way my grain is going here. So you see here, see how the grain is going a little bit uphill like this? On this way, just a little bit. So that means, I'll straighten this out. That means I can pop it from this side. So you're always safest to pop it up high here to see where it's going to split. See how that is breaking uphill? So if I would do that and I would have been doing this way, I can't chisel this way because it'll cut too much off. So now I can just lay it right on top of here. See this? Get right on the end here and just, it'll cut right off and it's ready to go real fast. And now I fix this. Wait, was this the one I was using here? Make it too tight now. There. I mean, that's, see, I made it real tight in a matter of minutes, so now I got to just scrape these last little points off here. See, it flared it out a little wide at the top, so I just take this off here with my scraper. And it should fit fine on here now, if I get the right hole in here. Okay, so there, something went from hopelessly loose with no glue in a few minutes to fitting hammer on this. And if you do hammer on it, you want to use a sacrificial piece, so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So that's going to go together. And so you see, but this is what you're looking for. You want to put every part together, and then I want you to stand it up and see that it stands on the table. One thing, it's the best idea to try to assemble your project upside down rather than trying to hold things up in the air. And then when it's all together, then get help and then flip it upside down to see how it sits. Okay? So that's that. Now, the next thing, so Rob, I'm going to let you start setting up for your demo